Live and let live. Vegan is the tip.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 1 of 4.
Etc.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में. कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule.
You see, most established religions at that time didn't preach like that because the master was gone, so no contact with God. So now the Sikh disciples say, I have contact with God, I say, come to my guru and you can have direct contact with God. Then of course they could not bear it. How possible? Because it had been long time since their religious founder had been gone, yes, and nobody passed down this direct link to God anymore. So they were just reciting the teaching of the old prophets and claiming that it was a religion.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan. Get used to freedom from worry.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Iranian. In Kuwait, when you wish to congratulate someone on their achievement, you can say Tahanina laka, which means congratulations in Arabic, the everyday language of the locals. My name is Yovi. The resilient Kuwaitis admire your tenacity in following the vegan way of life for the benefit of all beings. May all humans embrace this peace-bringing diet and experience the benefits it has to offer. Located in eastern Arabia, Kuwait shares its borders with Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the Persian Gulf. As a country with largely desert terrain, Kuwait has established many nature reserves to preserve its precious flora and fauna. A protected area also hosts 2 to 3 million bird people that stop over during their annual migration from Eurasia to Africa. Kuwait is known for its incredible technological achievements, one of which is Kuwait Towers. This iconic triplet of rocket-shaped spires and their water storage globes symbolizes harmony between the ideals of technology and humanity. Another landmark development is Sabah Alamatsi City. This project transformed desert land into a beachfront community through the construction of a series of canals and the careful nurturing of a new marine ecosystem. Having awarded its first art scholarships in 1936, Kuwait is long known for its support of the arts. Many Kuwaiti artists are considered pioneers in their fields, and the country now has more than 20 art galleries. The Kuwait National Cultural District is an ultimate statement of the nation's artistic and cultural heritage. It offers diverse museums, a large urban green space, a historic palace, and a spectacular opera house. It was a delight visiting picturesque Kuwait with you, contented viewers. May you always feel the loving presence of Allah in your lives.
World peace leaders, be vegan. Saintly wise, lead your nations. God will bestow on you liberation.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is the world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is a beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. You grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as the translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe.
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia.
All religions tell you, be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia.
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa.
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
And South America.
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
As well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse, it's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gucci Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Tally Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Con una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations will shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet, and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
Today, we are blessed to present one of these insightful lectures entitled A True Disciple is Beyond Hope and Fear, Part 2 of 4, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 29, 2008, in Roquebrune, France.
Warning: sensitive images.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Vừa trời đất vào xuân, ta gửi tình trên cánh đơn, bay về cõi thanh thang, có người đẹp như giấc mộng. Now, this is a story about a boy who belonged to the Sikh tradition, Sikh religion at that time, and about his unwavering faith in his belief. Yeah. As you know, many of the Sikh gurus had been persecuted, yes, by whatever government at that time, because of course, misunderstanding, or maybe because of the zealousness of the established religious order at that time. Okay, so they persecuted them a lot, and their disciples also. And some disciples even had to use arms to protect their family and all that. Just like the late Islam or similar, it was a very bad thing that happened to them. Now, this is a story about the boy who believed in Sikhism at that time, and in his gurus. In India, in the time of King Farrukhsiyar, the king was fighting against the Sikhs of the Punjab. I told you, the king either belonged to one religion or another. And then if somebody preached something else and not from the book, then the king thought that he had the right to destroy that infidel, you know, who didn't believe what he believed. Yes, it happened all the time. And it was a very sad affair because everybody thought they believe in God, nah? But then in the name of God, they were killing each other. I mean, at those times, yeah. Everyone who fought with each other for religious beliefs, they did that often because of the same God. You know, the same apple pie. It's just the one bakes it and eats it, and the other one recites the recipe all day long, and then fighting against the one who can taste the apple pie because he has never tasted it before. That's why it is. All right. So King Farrukhsir was fighting against the Sikhs of the Punjab, hoping to be able to rid his kingdom of them altogether. Can you believe that? He wanted to really get rid of all of them. So to his army and even to all others, he had issued orders that every Sikh that could be captured should at once be beheaded. Oh, you see how brutal it was. Just in the name of religion. And of course the king, he was powerful. Huh? The king was the one who could chop your head anytime he wanted to, in those times, yes. So if the king was not enlightened, and he was also like a fanatic, then of course, wow, you can imagine how difficult it was for the Sikh gurus and their disciples to be able to survive at that time, yeah? But faith always prevails. And no matter how difficult, people have always believed and followed those masters, Sikh or Jesus or Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Buddha, etc. Nothing can stop them. Nothing. So the king offered a reward of 200 rupees to each and every one who brought in the head of a Sikh. Oh, terrible. Yeah. This was like the witch hunts in medieval times. This was very dangerous because you could just behead anybody if you wanted to and bring the head to the king and say, here's a Sikh. How can you prove it also, you know? Of course, the Sikhs at that time, they have their marks. Nah? They have a bangle, and they have a comb, and they have a turban, and they have shorts. I don't know what else, I forget. 5 things they have. A sword. A sword as well? Yes. Yeah? Okay, and what else? Yeah, that's it, huh? A bangle, a turban, a comb, short pants, yeah, and a sword. A sword, I guess because at that time they have to defend themselves somehow. Not like they intended to kill anybody, but just, you know, like I also have weapons, so think twice before you kill me, something like that, or think twice before you hurt me. I guess just for self-defense, okay. The same with the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet never preached to his disciples to go out and fight anybody. Yeah. But they just have to defend their kids and kin, you know? And they just have to have something to show to the enemies. At least I have also. So one of us is going to get hurt, you know? Maybe I get hurt, but you also will get hurt. So, you know, maybe leave us alone, something like that. They were just hoping. They were hoping. Okay, now, as luck would have it, the king's army in the Punjab one day captured nearly 500 Sikhs. Oh, God. The number that we are right now. Can you imagine all of you get beheaded at that time? Terrible. Who were hiding in a forest. They are hiding in the forest already. Still the king's army went in there and hunted them out. You know, this is a terrible thing about fanaticism. I mean, if they were doing something wrong, yes, okay, huh? But they were not. The Sikhs were just like every other religion now, you know, preaching righteousness, yes, vegetarianism, yeah, contact with God. But that is the thing. You see, most established religions at that time didn't preach like that because the master was gone, so no contact with God. So now the Sikh disciples say, I have contact with God, I say, come to my guru and you can have direct contact with God. Then of course they could not bear it. How possible? Because it had been long time since their religious founder had been gone, yes, and nobody passed down this direct link to God anymore. So they were just reciting the teaching of the old prophets and claiming that it was a religion, and everybody else who didn't believe in that or who didn't do the same stuff were atheists or whatever excuse, whatever name they give them, they have to be eliminated in such a way, my God. Okay, they were hiding in the forest. All of them were brought to Delhi, the capital of India. It still is. And taken into the presence of the king, who immediately ordered that they be beheaded. My God, such a king. I don't believe this. I don't understand this. I mean, people don't have to believe what you believe, huh? Maybe you don't contact them, you don't believe what they believe, and you don't protect them or give them any privilege, but to behead somebody just because he believes something else, this is too much, huh? I can't believe this. But it happened, in the history of our human race. In the group of prisoners, there was a small sick boy who was the only male child in his entire family. You know how important it is for them. The male, to carry on the family bloodline. Yes, so he was the only one in the family. His mother had followed the prisoners to Delhi. She had not been captured, I guess. Yeah, they captured everybody and the boy, but not the mother of the boy. And had gone in tears to the wife of the vizier, begging her to persuade her husband to plead with the king to spare her child's life. So this mother even knew the wife of the vizier. Vizier, I guess, like the prime minister. Yes. So the king said, I will set the boy free, provided he will say that he is a non-Sikh. Of course, then he would have an excuse, huh? Or he didn't want him to be a Sikh believer, huh? A special body of God brought the boy before the king. And the king demanded in a very haughty voice, boy, to save your life, you must declare yourself to be a non-Sikh. But at this, the boy cried out at the top of his voice, I'm a Sikh, I'm a Sikh. Then turning to the executioner, he said in a firm and resolute manner that brooked no denial, Sir, please be so good as to behead me at once. I do not wish my mother to suffer any more suspense on my account. He wanted to have it done with, so that at least she knew he died anyway. She would not suffer and worry whether he would die or not. That is also agonizing, waiting and doesn't know what will happen, if your son's going to be spared or not. This is a terrible thing for a mother to undergo. So he begged the executioner just to behead him and have it done with. So this is a type of faith that a Sikh means disciple, huh? Okay. Should have in his Sadguru. Sadguru means true master, enlightened master. So that even if it is a question of his losing his life, he will still persist in his faith and devotion to the master. It is like that. And Guru Nanak said something like, a true disciple is without hope or fear. He who has no fear of death is a disciple perfectly harmonized. Yes. Well, it's easy to say. But when it comes to life and death, we sometimes shock ourselves, yeah, out of thinking whether or not we should go like that. When Jesus was captured by the Romans, one of his disciples denied him 3 times. I don't know why he denied him. It's just the nature of human beings. When he was suddenly confronted with something that was going to annihilate the so-called existence that he knew, even though such a disciple like Peter should have known better. Maybe he denied it so that he did not have to bear witness against Jesus as well. Maybe he was not fearing for his life, yeah. But if the Romans heard, oh, I know this man, then maybe he would have to testify, okay, he's the master, the so-called master that you want to catch. So he rather tell a small lie, I don't know him. Then later deny that he is a master, or tell the truth and endanger his master's life. So I don't think that Peter really feared for his own life. I think he feared for his master's life. And in that situation, he rather tell a little lie, a white lie, to save him, instead of having to tell the truth and harm his master. I think that's what it was. Wouldn't you say? Yes. Yeah. I don't think a disciple with St. Peter's status would fear for his life. Don't you? No. Okay, that's it for now. Any questions about this? No? No. Okay, so now good. Then you meditate, okay? And a lot of candies and cakes here. If you want to take some later. Yeah, I look already. Right, meditate. I go downstairs and meditate with the people downstairs. Since you have seen me already, I go let them see me, okay?
Thuở trời đất vào xuân, tình yêu vỡ lòng trên giấy mới, lời thơ phơi phới bay về vũ sơn và lòng như cháy hồn.
Russia, leave Ukraine or Ukraine now. Peace be with you too.
Most people talk about the physical health benefits of a plant-based diet, but to me, the much greater impact was the effect on my mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The effects were life-changing, as if I were a whole new person. Jeff Palmer, vegan.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
So even now, people still make all kinds of excuses not to go veg, yeah, some people. So I thought we made it already, and then no. You know, the force of karma is so strong that it pulled them back. It's like a big tidal wave, you know. You were swimming, you were almost at the shore already, and then it came in and swooped you back into the sea, and then you started, you know, almost anew again. Yeah. Anyway, we're working, okay? We're working, and I hope that when the critical mass is stabilized, then maybe we have better results.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Serbia is one of them.
Serbia, law on the welfare of animals. This law is based on the principle of the universality of pain, implying that animal people feel pain, stress, fear, and panic, and that it is the moral obligation and duty of humans to respect animal persons, care for them, and report abuse by others to the appropriate authorities.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it. Vibrant viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled A True Disciple is Beyond Hope and Fear, Part 2 of 4, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Selections from the Lacha Sukha Vativyuha Sutra, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May our hearts be filled with gratitude and praise to Allah, who has blessed us in so many ways. Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD